Afternoon, we're focusing on Ghana-France relations 60 years ahead of our independence. And in 2014, Ghana was the most popular destination for French direct investments. Let's go to our touch screen now and see what exactly we have for you this afternoon on Ghana-France relations. And there you go, Ghana-France trade in 2014 was the 8th most popular destination for French direct investments. And let's go back to 2013, where Ghana-France did see a lot of visits, with some concentrating on businesses, investment, and some form of support as well. And we see this happen a number of years on. And Ghana-France trade 959 million euros bilateral trade in 2014. Now, for both countries, that's Ghana-France trade, French exports in 2015, we did see 144 million euros. And I might say that currently there are more than 60 French companies established in our country, Ghana, with a large range of sectors. Now, 46 of them being established as subsidiaries, 15 being established as their own. And these include agriculture, banking, we have oil, we have insurance, logistics, and oil and gas as well, hotel and restaurants. And let's move on to some more statistics and updates here. We have 371 to 431 million euros in sustainable development. And this afternoon we do have representatives from the embassy to talk a lot more about developments between Ghana and France, how it can be improved, how it has fared so far, what can be done and what will be done to improve Ghana-French relations. And for support for growth, we have 323 to 396 million euros for support to growth. That's Ghana-France trade relations. And for support to governance, like I mentioned, we've seen a lot of support when it comes to investment, when it comes to trade, when it comes to some form of training, and from some sectors like agriculture, when it comes to oil and gas. And for support in governance, we've seen 24 to 31 million euros. And let's move on to some other statistics we have here. Culture, French language, academia and research, that's 3.7 to 5.1 million euros. So this afternoon, I will be joined shortly by a representative from the embassy to look at some other developments on Ghana-French relations. Well, so I'll move straight to my guest. Good afternoon, sir, and thanks for your time. Now, I do have His Excellency Francois Pojalos, French ambassador to Ghana. I hope I got it right, sir. Thank you.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How would you describe our relations, that's Ghana and French relations so far?
Well, Ghana and France enjoy a very nice relationship. For us, for French, Ghana is a strategic partner in West Africa. As you know, we, of course, want to help the development in West Africa, but also make the West African region a more safer place. Unfortunately, as we could see what happened in Burkina yesterday, security is still a main challenge that we have to address. And I guess France also in that domain is ready to support Ghanaian efforts toward a more integrated approach to security and development in West Africa. So actually Ghana, for its economic weight, Ghana for its political stability linked to a functioning democracy, as was shown through by the latest elections here in Ghana, is a major partner for France in West Africa.
And are you seeing success? Are you satisfied with the process? Although you've mentioned that some more can be done, are you satisfied with the pace of process so far?
Well, we can always do better. And actually, this year, 2017, as you all know, here in Ghana, we will celebrate jointly the 60th anniversary of the Ghanaian independence. At the same time, the 60th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between Ghana and France. And actually, we used that opportunity to show through a great number of events, culturally, economically, the importance of this relationship all along the year 2017.
Now, growth, one way or the other, has seen some form of increase. We have more than 60 French companies here in Ghana. And you've mentioned that this can increase. Going forward, what's the program like, even before we delve into the 60th anniversary and independence celebration?
To be concrete and name few examples, we know that agriculture is a top priority for Ghana, in particular this government. Well, French has a lot of expertise, is number one, number two in the world in terms of agricultural products and exports in particular. So we don't want just to export, we also want to invest and help create jobs in these countries and value addition in that particular sector. Second, in the field of services, it was mentioned, tourism is a priority also for Ghana. There is a great potential. As you may know, France is the largest destination of tourists worldwide, and we are keen to develop and help, in particular, training in the hospitality sector, where lots can be done in Ghana. So, as you can see, in agriculture, but also in tourism, hospitality, and I would add, it was mentioned in your previous presentation, also in the field of sustainable development, water distribution and sanitation, power generation and distribution. These are domains where France has a lot of expertise available for Ghana.
Now, one very critical thing you touched on, and linking that to Burkina Faso, which is a concern for you, is security. And you rightly mentioned that bit, which is quite disturbing. We share borders with some of these countries, and talking about Burkina Faso specifically, what measure or what systems are you putting in place to support our bit in fighting some of these heinous crimes that are happening across the sub-region?
Well, you rightly mentioned this is one of the challenges for the region, West Africa, also for Europe. It's unfortunately a global phenomenon. I'm talking about terrorism. Well, actually, security is a major concern for West African countries, including Ghana. You know what happened, terrorist attacks in particular last year, and it continues. And France has been supporting efforts of West African countries to that extent, in terms especially of training. Regarding Ghana in particular, we have decided last year to launch a new program specifically dedicated to counter-terrorism. And we have an agreement with the government of Ghana to develop that training. To give a figure, 50 officers were trained last year on very specific situations like post-terrorist attack, crime scene management, or other kind of training that are of very great importance in dealing with those problems. We will multiply by 4 the number of police officers trained this year. So just to mention that first it is a priority, but also for the Ghanaian government, and we are pleased to cooperate with it in that matter.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time. And I have been speaking with His Excellency Francois Pujalos. He is a French ambassador to Ghana.